Yeah, so this is where I put my wood lover gourmets mostly. So this cycles automatically with the AC Infinity at around 90%. I keep it about 90, and that's the endangered oyster species in there. And then yeah, this is all kind of, it looks like a mess, but this is all, the transformers and controllers for the two dehumidifiers or the two humidifiers in the tank. And they operate independently. I was working on some temperature control, but I've got, air exchange. I've got the humidification going. And these are all. This is actually Psilocybe tamponensis, and these grow sclerotia under the dirt. So they call them philosopher's stones, and they're literally magic truffles. So
Magic truffles.
yep. So I've got a good pile of these magic truffles.
So run through what these are.
Okay, so this is Psilocybe pseudo-aztecorum. This one is from Indo-China region. It's between flushes right now. I've got some of those that flush pretty well. This is a cubensis called Ymir. I'll have to show you inside, but the one that I got a picture too, had a cap on it this fucking big.
Oh,
And the whole thing pulling it out of here was 332 grams wet, which is about an ounce and a half dried in a single mushroom. So I've got that in the dryer right now. I'll have to show you. It's wild. This is Psilocybe natalensis. I just harvested all of this yesterday, so it doesn't look like much, but natalensis is a South African species. This is a cubensis. They call it AMVP for albino MVP. I've got a couple tubs of this going, so these are pretty cool looking. They're just little albino cubensis. This is Psilocybe. Which one are you? Indica. I've got a couple of these that have fruited. So this one's fairly new, not really domesticated. So I've gotten it to pop a couple fruits. It's kind of slow. This is true albino Melmac. Melmac is one of the precursor genetics to penis envy. Or not precursor, it's one of the offshoots of the original penis envy.
Okay.
And so the true albino Melmacs, they've done a lot of the crosses with. So like Jack Frost, Enigma, a lot of those big names that you hear have true albino Melmac or true albino teacher as part of their genetic line. And then Enigma, this one is starting to fruit in the back, you can see, so it'll be a little while. These are slow fruiters, and then they'll turn into the giant brain blobs once they pick up. Jack Frost, these are a fan favorite. They turn these beautiful bright blue gills once they fully develop. This is another Pseudo-Aztecorum that's just starting to pin. And this is another Psilocybe indica, so that's brand new. That ain't pinning yet either. And then these guys, these will pin little fruits too. So these will get little mushrooms also, but they'll all be subterranean. Like here's one here, there's one there. It'll all be under the dirt, these brown little truffles.
That's cool.
Yep. Yeah, and then these are Gymnopilus purpuratus. So they're one of the species of Gymnopilus. They call them laughing gyms. They're like a low potency magic mushroom, but you can take like 15 grams of them. You can make it as a tea or whatever. I haven't fruited out this species yet, but I fruited out two other species of gyms. These you can find out in the woods locally.
Okay.
At least some gym species. Usually Luteofolius or luteus are the two big ones you'll find. Maitakes, so that's your hen of the woods. This is golden enoki spawn. This is Psilocybe alani. Those are like an Oregon magic mushroom species you find out in the parks. Some more Maitake. That's bear's head, so that's the Americanum version of lion's mane. Wood bluets. I got a couple of wood bluet spawn jars. This is Psilocybe cerulipes. They call them bluefoots. These are native from the Adirondacks, and they come down about as far as here. You can find them in the woods. They're little tiny brown mushrooms or brown caps, usually growing on like dead birch or beech. And then this is Paniolus bisporus. So this is another pan species you'd find on like cow shit or something. They're supposed to be super potent, yeah. And these are all brand new. I just put these down recently, but this is Penis envy number 7, Enigma. and that one's coming along pretty well. This is another Psilocybe natalensis. That's another AMVP that it's kind of spent, so I'm deciding if I want to keep it. These I made a little project. These are just king oysters in little tubs. I did a workshop with vines and planted a mushroom bed with them and brought these for the attendees and said, here, you can grow your own little mushrooms, little sterilized wood chips and what have you. And this is Psilocybe cerulescens. This one is like Georgia, South Carolina, kind of just another native magic mushroom species down that way. This is Psilocybe nevaeotropicalis. This is Florida, so they're a little more tropical. I haven't tried to plant them outside here locally yet, but I'm going to do it anyway, see what happens.
It's the right time of year coming up to do it.
Yep. And this is Psilocybe azurescens. These are West Coast magic mushrooms. Same like if you're in San Francisco in the frickin' parks, you're going to find these in the wood chips. And then this is, I got to remember, nope, I lied. That's azurescens. This is Subsectioides. This one is, it's a variation on Subaruginosa, so like a New Zealand species.
Okay.
Let's see how they do. And then all my plate work, right? So my flow hood, and it's like a 99.98% efficient flow hood. I got my liquid cultures over here. This is all my albino cubensis varieties. So your albino penis envies. I got the true albino Melmax, Enigma, Jack Frost, all liquid cultures. I got a bunch of stuff in the fridge for liquid cultures and genetics and things. And
This is a heck of a setup, Keith.
yeah. I've had about maybe 10 different variations on all the different places I've lived at the lab, and it's a mess right now because I'm kind of in between things, but
It's freaking cool.
yeah, it's been a work in progress.
Hey, well, I want to thank you very much for showing me this stuff. My friends will probably get a pretty good kick out of it.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, definitely.